Hello everyone. I'm actually putting a video up of how to properly wrap your hair. Everybody has their own specified way, but just working with some of my clients to help them benefit the maximum out of their wrapping. I want to actually show you how we wrap hair here so that you can learn step-by-step techniques. Zanetta here is a natural client, so a lot of times though when she works out, she does a very high ponytail. When I say high, I mean at least all the way up to here, okay? Don't like for her to pull it back too much, but that way, there's not a lot of tension on the hair. But I just wanted to show you how we do our wrapping technique here, especially for our clients, okay? Alright, so when I wrap my clients' hair, I do use the Goodies copper brush, especially because she just freshly got her hair done. It's nothing you have to have, but we just like it. It's not, intended for detangling, but it is a good brush to use when you're wrapping freshly cleansed hair and straightened hair to not, make all of the oils make it way down so much, very, new into your hairstyle. Alright, so when we brush our client's hair in wrapping, I tell them to section their hair in 4 sections. You have your front, your 2 sides, and the back, okay? And I will be turning Zanetta as I'm doing this. When you're in the front, you want to make sure you're brushing your hair completely flat, okay? Straight down, okay? And once again, single prong clips are really good. And you slide it here, okay? See that? See how it creates flatness for you. Now, when we go to the next session, you want to definitely come straight back. But you're going to see when I come straight back, I'm coming straight back and I'm coming down. When you come up, you tend to bend hair up. So when you bend hair up, it actually will be like that, when you wake up in the morning. So make sure that when you're combing and brushing, that you're brushing it straight down. A lot of times I tell people to do about 4 or 5 strokes because any hair that's left underneath there, it will come out like that the next morning if you don't completely have it flat, okay? So we're going to take this second side and we're going to bring it back straight down. Section 1, section 2. I'm going to bring it down. And I'm going to use another duckbill. And I tell a lot of times my clients to use as many duckbill clips as they need to get it wrapped nicely and neatly, because that way, their hair come out like they want it to the next morning. Alright, so now to the back. Okay? Usually a lot of people bring it up like this, and you don't need to bring it up. You want to make sure you're bringing it down and straight around, okay? So you bring it down, straight around, bring it down, straight around, bring it down, straight around. And as again, you can see I'm doing at least 4 to 5 strokes. Not 1 or 2, because a lot of times if your hair is super thick, you're not going to get all of that hair down within 1 or 2 strokes, okay? So you see everything stopping here. I tell my clients for helpful tips, once they get the back down, then they clip here. Do not go beyond that ear. Sometimes if your hair is super thick, use 2 clips. Use as many clips as possible. Do not be afraid to do that. That's why I tell a lot of people to, get as many as you can. Okay? As you can see, her top is flat and everything is holding in place. This is the key to making sure. A lot of times people, when they wrap their hair, they take this and they go straight forward. As opposed to doing that, you're going to bend everything over your hair if you do that. As opposed to if you actually brush everything down and forward first, then you have everything nicely groomed. And I'm going to show you what I mean. If you bend everything over, you see how hair is still there, so you're trying to figure out how to get it, as opposed to just bringing everything from here, which means you'll brush all of this forward first to get it out of the way. Once you have it forward, now you can bring everything from the back to meet that in the front, because it makes it a smoother transition, okay? So then you take another clip if you need to, and you clip again, just like that. It should look just like this. If it doesn't look like that, then you're going to have all this thickness here where you actually brought it over. And I'll show you this side again, just so you can see. So before it was parted like this, what you want to do is you want to brush from the top, everything forward, just like that, okay? And once you bring it forward like that, you use your duckbill. You see how it's nice and flat, and you clip up underneath, okay? And then now you could take the remainder of the hair to meet it, just like this. You bring it on around, and then you have a nice flat wrap. And a lot of people say, well, what if I don't want my wrap really nice and flat? I've noticed over the years of working with natural hair that if you don't want flat hair, your best thing to do is to pin curl rather than wrapping. Because if you wrap and you want volume, I promise you that wrapping is only going to create a flat look as opposed to giving more of a full base look as if you pin curl, okay? And anytime, some helpful hints to let you know, anytime you leave pockets in a wrap, if you sweat or any type of moisture get in those pockets of natural hair, it will tend to swell. And when it swells, a lot of times it's harder to keep that hair nice and straight. And then you want to apply heat to it, which is, you know, a downfall to natural hair or any hair. A lot of heat is not appropriate for the hair, okay? And then a lot of people ask, well, I have these clips, I have it perfectly wrapped. What do I do from here if I have a wrap cap, okay? So I'm going to grab a wrap cap real quick. I love the Riddick wrap caps. We specially order ours, but mainly because they're wider. Real nice wide base. But either way, when you put your Riddick cap on, I tell people to slide it just a little bit with the clips on and all. Slide it just a little bit, and when you snap it very, very lightly. No pressure, nothing really tight. So that all you have to do is you go up underneath, you press that clip to open it, and it slides from underneath, okay? And I can do that all the way throughout, where I lift it up, and I open it and I slide. So once you slide each one from underneath, we come to this side, do the same thing. And usually I tell people, when you take them out, especially if you go in the direction the wrap is going, once you unclip and slide, it slides it the direction that you have it going. Unclip, slide. And then now that she has it exactly how she wants it, hold it a little bit tighter. Now tighten your wrap, okay? And from here, I suggest, you know, putting a silk or satin bonnet over top of it. Anytime that you put a plastic or bandana type scarf on top of this, those tend to hold moisture, so it'll make the hair swell. So anything silk or satin will help, especially like when she's about to take her shower. She wants to put her satin bonnet, then her plastic cap. I don't recommend bandanas because bandanas are made out of cotton, and it causes the hair to, you know, wither, and also it holds a whole lot of moisture. So if that bandana gets wet, her hair is going to get wet. Okay. So if there is no more questions, I'd like to thank you for joining us with our session of wrapping.